The recent demise of the new 3DS made me think of this. Why would Nintendo get rid of a relatively inconsequential console? I mean, it's just another 3DS in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now soon to be 6 different variants. That's a lot. So I have a whole array of consoles before me. I have many, many more back there, but these are the ones that I think are relevant. Of course, my all-time classic favorite, the Game Boy Color. An overlooked and oft forgotten console. The Game Boy's not that cool. The Game Boy Color is. And this is the PS Vita. The oft forgotten and, let's just say, ignored child of the PlayStation family. And there's 2 reasons for that. And they're called the PS3 and the PS4. Also the 3DS and the DS. Basically everything other than Sony's handheld console before this, which was the PSP. And then the big daddy of 2017. Move over Xbox One X, move over PlayStation 4 Pro, move over literally any other console, because it's the Nintendo Switch. It's the best console and the only console that you should ever care about. Really. This thing is amazing. If you like a dozen good games. So my first 3DS that I actually really was super passionate about was the new 3DS XL. My first 3DS period was a blue 2DS from 2013, I think, when it came out. I bought it in 2014, right before the launch of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, because oh my gosh, that's the remakes I was living for. And I really liked it. I really, really did. But over time, I just realized, this just isn't for me. It's really, really hard to transport because it's a giant slab, and it's kind of slow because it's built on architecture that came out in 2011, and I was playing it in 2014 and into 2015. In the January of 2015, I upgraded to an original 3DS, the Cosmo Black version. I got it on eBay for, I think, $99. It was in good condition. It was kind of a steal, actually, because at the time they were going for much more than that. And it kind of gave me a huge nostalgia rush. That is nostalgia for 4 years ago. I had originally been kind of obsessed with the original 3DS because when it came out, it blew everything else out of the water. The original DS, and then the DS Lite, and the DSi, and the DSi XL were all good consoles. The original DS is still a very solid handheld console. It has some amazing games on it. But the 3DS was the perfect version of that. The ideal perfection of Nintendo's handheld gaming. So when the 3DS launched, and I became aware of it, which at the time I think I started kind of getting used to it around 2000, late 2011, early 2012. I knew it was really expensive, and I knew it was very cool. Super cool. But I had never actually understood the appeal of the 3DS system, because when I was kind of drooling over it, it didn't really have the killer games. But when Pokemon X and Y were announced, my mind exploded, and I had to have a 3DS. And so eventually I got a 2DS on sale at Walmart for I think $99, and I was very excited to play Pokemon X for the first time, and then slowly but surely start building my 3DS collection until I have literally way too many games. I cannot play them all at all ever, and they're all digital now. So I have a 128 gigabyte memory card in my current new 3DS, and it only has about 20 gigs of storage left. And I actually can't really fit anything else on it because I've already hit the home menu item limit multiple times. So when I had heard they basically killed off the new 3DS, I was really confused because I thought, it's a good sweet spot. There was 2 really important special editions. There was the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Special Edition, and there was the Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer Special Edition, both of which drove me crazy because I wanted both of them very badly. The Pokemon 20th Anniversary Edition especially, I was like, oh my gosh, I need it. But then the mother of all special editions came along, the Super Mario Land Special Edition, Super Mario 3D Land, I think it was. And it had a black new 3DS with these sick SNES face buttons. These things blew my mind. To say the least, I was infatuated. When I first heard the news, I couldn't stop thinking, why did they eliminate it? Why? The new 2DS XL just kills off the 2DS, not the new 3DS, and the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL both have active face tracking, which is cool. It's not necessary, but it's very cool. I like it. The design of each has its own merits and sometimes quirks, but the answer finally came to me, which was Nintendo has too many consoles. They really do. If you're a company and you're trying to drive 5 different products, roughly, thereabouts, it's going to be tough, no matter who you are. Apple, that's a slightly different case. Each of those products fills a different need. But if all of your products are competing with themselves on some level, or with each other, that's bad. Because this is $300, and it's really, really good, but it doesn't have that many games. That's just kind of the fact. It has some really, really good ones, and a lot more on the horizon, which I'm very excited for, but not that many. The 3DS, on the other hand, oh my gosh, I could go on for hours. There are some of the best games ever made on this thing. It not only has both N64 3D Zelda titles, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and soon to be 9 and 10 thereabouts Pokemon games, if you also include the Mystery Dungeon games, which are pretty good. So if you're taking your console that has so many amazing titles, spanning literally every genre, with its weakest probably being racing, because, yeah, not very good. Just not that good on the 3DS. So, as an ode to the new 3DS, you are soon forgotten, but very loved. Oh, and I will definitely keep playing it. Because this sucker weighs a ton, is really big, and the paint job started peeling, which was a not very good thing. It was definitely a minus on the overall score of this amazing console. But this is a sweet spot. Interchangeable faceplates. I see you, Xbox 360. And it's smaller than the 3DS XL, and it has SNES colored face buttons. How can you not like this? This is the best thing ever made. You, on the other hand, need SNES colored face buttons because these are too small. Thank you for watching me ramble on and be overly nostalgic about a console that came out in 2011 and then was reborn in 2015 and will never ever die. And also compare it to some other less worthy competition. And also meet its successor. And as always, thanks for watching.